Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the story of a hero who can change his shape at will, leap across oceans, and, lift entire mountains. But what's really incredible isn't just his power, but where that power comes from. This is the story of Hanuman, and it's basically a masterclass in how devotion can become the ultimate superpower.
So, this is the question at the very heart of his entire journey. How does faith become an actual literal force of nature? We're going to see how every single one of Hanuman's mind-blowing feats is powered by one thing: his absolute, unwavering devotion to his Lord, Rama.
And the original text, the Ramcharitmanas, it makes this crystal clear right from the get-go. It doesn't just introduce Hanuman as some hero for the ages, but as the living, breathing embodiment of devotion's power in a world that, frankly, really needs it.
All right, so what kind of being is even capable of all this? Let's meet the divine hero at the center of our story and find out how this whole epic journey gets started. Okay, so Hanuman has almost limitless power, but here's the secret. It's not about brute strength. It's all about Bhakti, which is this profound, selfless, loving devotion. And for Hanuman, this isn't just a feeling, It's the very core of who he is. It's the engine for all of his power.
And all that devotion, all that power, it finds its ultimate purpose the second Hanuman meets the exiled prince, Rama. See, Rama is on this desperate search for his wife, Sita, who's been abducted. And in Rama, Hanuman finds his whole reason for being.
And listen, this is not some casual promise. We're talking about a sacred fire as their witness, forging an unbreakable alliance. At that moment, Hanuman dedicates himself and the entire monkey army to Rama's cause. The quest has officially begun, and Hanuman's destiny is sealed.
So the alliance is formed, and right away, Hanuman gets handed a mission that seems completely, utterly impossible. He has to cross the vast, unconquerable southern ocean to find Sita in the demon king Ravana's fortress city, Lanka. But this leap, it's so much more than a test of strength. It's basically a gauntlet of supernatural trials, and every single one is designed to break his will, to test his intelligence, his wit, and that unwavering resolve of his. Now this is where we see that Hanuman's intelligence is every bit as powerful as his muscles. He's faced with this gigantic sea monster he just can't overpower, so he doesn't even try. He uses his mind, shrinking down to a tiny form to just slip right past the threat. It's a moment of pure genius. The moment he lands in Lanka, Hanuman's mission totally pivots. He's no longer just a scout. He becomes a fearless messenger, carrying hope for Sita and a pretty serious warning of utter destruction for her captors. Just look at this brilliant, calculated escalation. First, he's super stealthy, finds Sita. Then, bam! He reveals his power by trashing the grove. He even lets himself get captured. All of it is a ploy just to get in front of the king. Every step is a deliberate and devastating move in this high-stakes game. So, when Ravana comes face-to-face with Hanuman, his arrogance is just completely blinding. He mocks Rama right to Hanuman's face, seeing him as some powerless nobody, and Hanuman is just a monkey. It is a fatal, fatal underestimation of the divine power he's messing with.
Oh yeah. Hanuman doesn't need to win some war of words. His actions are his reply. He proves right then and there that Rama's power, channeled through just one devoted servant, is more than enough to bring an arrogant king and his entire city to their knees.
And that fiery message, well, it ignites the Great War. And throughout the entire conflict, Hanuman is a central figure, driven by one single powerful focus: serving Rama. This is maybe Hanuman's most legendary feat. Rama's brother, Lakshmana, is mortally wounded, and Hanuman flies to a distant mountain for the one herb that can save him. But he can't find it in the dark. So what does he do? He does the impossible. He uproots the entire mountain and carries it back. This isn't just a display of power. It's the physical manifestation of desperate, limitless devotion.
And this part right here is where we see his true character. After the war is won, the demons are defeated, Hanuman is offered anything his heart desires, anything. And his request, it cements his legacy, not as a warrior, but as the perfect, ideal devotee.
He asks for no wealth, no power, no celestial kingdom. His only desire is the eternal blessing to just keep serving Rama and to be present whenever his Lord's story is told. That is the ultimate expression of selfless devotion. And that brings us right back to our original question. What is true power? Hanuman's story shows us it isn't physical might or royal authority.
True power, the kind that can leap oceans and move mountains, it comes from selfless devotion to something greater than yourself.